Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm Mr. Rubik, and in this video I'm going to explain how to download the DS and DSi Launcher and how to use it properly. To download it, the first thing you need to do is go to the Play Store. Once you're inside the Play Store, search for NitroDeck Launcher. When you find it, simply download it. Before continuing, while it's true that I didn't use DS or DSi in the launcher's name because of copyright reasons, you should probably understand pretty quickly why I decided to call it NitroDeck. Or maybe I'm the only one who gets the reference. In any case, once it's downloaded, just open it. The first thing you'll see when you open it is a disclaimer window, indicating that this launcher is not official Nintendo software. Tap on it, and with that, you'll move on to the classic DS warning screen. Let it load for a few seconds so everything that needs to load can load, and then tap again. After that, you'll see an introduction window so you can get a general idea of everything the launcher offers. And now, once you continue, you'll reach the main DS launcher screen. The first time you access the launcher home screen, it will be in edit mode, and you'll see a series of tips explaining certain things that might be a bit hidden at first. The first tip is related to edit mode. In edit mode, you can rearrange the elements on the home screen however you want, just like you're seeing on screen right now. This is useful because it lets you place the elements wherever you prefer. The DS design uses stationary style elements, so it makes sense to be able to place each element as if they were pieces of paper. Once you place everything the way you want, tap the check button. It's worth mentioning that you can create a page system, meaning you can place apps on different home screen pages. I'll show you this later, but if I tap this icon, you'll create a page where you'll later be able to place applications in folders. After that, another tip will appear. This tip tells you that if you hold down the upper part of the screen, you'll be able to enter notes mode, where, as you can see, you can create your own notes. Considering that the DS background is a notebook sheet, I think it fits perfectly. To exit, just tap the check button again. The next tip is that you can modify the window separation line, meaning this line here. To do that, you need to hold down the line. Once you do that, the line will be highlighted, indicating that you can move it. This is especially useful for foldable devices. Once you've placed the line where you want it, tap the line again and that's it. Then, to access the app drawer, you need to swipe up. Previously, it was done by swiping to the side, but I decided to change it to swiping up. In the app drawer, you'll see a list of applications, which you can display either as a grid or as a list. In this window, you can add your game folders so that your DS, DSi, GBA, 3DS, and other games appear. To do that, you need to tap this section. Once you've done that, select the location of your games and tap Accept. If everything is correct, your games will appear and you'll be able to open them without any problem as long as you have the corresponding emulator installed, just like I'm showing you now. Going back to the launcher, we also have the folder section. If you want to add an app, game, or folder to the home screen, or if you want to delete or modify one, simply hold down the corresponding element. Each section has its own options and settings. Back on the home screen, now we're going to take a look at PictoChat. First of all, although I didn't mention this earlier, this launcher is compatible with dual screen devices like the Thor. As you can see here, it's also compatible with foldable devices such as flip or fold style phones, as you can see here, and also with regular devices. Now I'm going to open a PictoChat room from the Thor. I select the PictoChat button and wait for it to open. When it opens, a tip will appear indicating that, for now, and this is important, for now, the system only works with devices connected to the same network. I tap Accept, and now I open a new room. From the other device connected to the same network, I open PictoChat. See that I can connect to that same room, join it, and from there I can send text messages, drawings, basically just like on the original DS. Later on, I'll remove the limitation of needing to be on the same connection, but for now, I'll leave it like this. Alright, now let's take a look at the DSi part. First, I exit PictoChat, and now, from the home screen, I select the Change Console button. Once I tap it, you'll move over to DSi mode has its own features, and although they are more limited, they're still there. First, in the upper part, if you tap it, you can set the image or images you want. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm using a personal device, but just so you know, you can place images up here. In the lower part, you'll have the apps from your device. Not all of them will appear in the carousel. If one doesn't appear, go to the app drawer and select an app. With that, it will be added directly to the main carousel. Also, you don't need to move through the apps one by one. You can use this element to move quickly through the interface. And with that, the DSi part is ready. Now, I'm going back to the DS section. In the DS section, we're now going to review some interesting settings. In the settings menu, the icons, just like on the home screen, can also be modified. To do that, hold down the icon you want. This will take you into edit mode, and from there, you'll be able to modify the size or position of the icons however you like. Once that's done, let's review some settings. The most important ones are this one, which lets you change the launcher language, and then this other one, where you'll find the main launcher settings. Here we can change things like the icon pack, enable dark mode, which is something I'm going to do now, and even activate the launcher mascot, as I'm showing you right now. You can also set which emulator you want to use for each type of emulation game. There are more settings, but I recommend checking those out yourselves. The next important setting is the customization section. This one here. Here you can change the main colors of the launcher and modify absolutely any aspect of it. For example, I can change the background to whatever color I want, as I'm showing you now. This is also where the custom launcher themes will be available. For example, right now only the Delta theme is available, but as you can see when I select it, the app interface changes completely. I have more themes planned, but due to time, for now I've only enabled this one. This customization section is very extensive, so I suggest you take a look at it. For now, I'm going to exit this section. Alright, the rest of the settings are options that simulate DS related features, but they don't have too much impact. Check them out yourselves. I've shown you the most interesting parts of the launcher. I hope you liked what you saw. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the next one.